people. What's going on, everybody? It's DJ Sketch and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about a very interesting write-up that Polygon put out recently. A buddy sent this over to me and said to take a look at it and just said wow as a response, and then I opened the attached image that was with this and wow, I'm actually kind of speechless on this one. It's like, you thought the dollar reticle just a year ago with Black Ops 4 was a big deal, but Infinity Ward continues to demonstrate that they are extremely out of touch with the community, much like how YouTube is slowly, actually rapidly, progressing with the same trend as well, with the most recent award that gosh, what's her name, Tana Mojo is the creator of the year. And if you go through her history and what she offers to the community, you'll see it's very clear that these corporations are rapidly getting out of touch with their audience, which is the most important part of providing a service or product to anyone. But enough semantics and rambling about that kind of thing. Let's just get to the matter at hand. So, if you want to play the newest Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, Call of Claymore, Window Warfare, whatever you want to call it, this has a very interesting set of creative choices, if you want to consider it as such. And these, the most recent one, or this is the one that's really got a little bit of a shake-up happening at the moment, is the addition of a watch. But it's just a watch, right? I mean, there's watches in this game. I mean, it's supposed to be a quote fingers tactical milsim, whatever you want to call it. And this in particular, if you notice, if you hit the option button, every other Call of Duty just popped it up and like, yeah, you have your kill death ratio, here's how many kills you have, here's how many deaths you have, blah blah blah. You can look at it pretty easily, but no. Everyone thought the dollar reticle was going to be like the biggest tell of how bad this company has actually gotten. But no, friends, it's gotten much worse. So if you want to make the choice to pay $20 for a set of skins, I believe it's like the Moscow something or other, like I haven't looked at this personally yet, I just saw the battle pass thing, which is something we're going to talk about here too also in just a moment, but I want to get this part out of the way first. And so this watch, I know I keep going back and forth about this watch. The watch you're seeing here is the Time to Die, and what makes this watch important, I'll go ahead and tell you. This actually will display your kill death ratio in real time in game, which you're not able to do currently in any game mode in Modern Warfare at the moment. Why that is, I'm not sure. But also, there's the one major snag about that whole concept. It's a $20 purchase to get the option to unlock this watch, so you can go through a bunch of menus and then figure out how to equip it, just so you can see your kill death ratio in game, but also it leaves you open to attack. So the perk is I guess it's another instance of fashion over function. And with this one, it's just I just don't know what to say about Infinity Ward anymore. Like, you think that we've hit the peak of what a developer would want to do to try to make a game better, but we just continue to see, like, as they have demonstrated in numerous interviews so far, they have no intentions on changing any of the things that are wrong with this game. They have no intention of listening to any of the community that's actively playing this game, or maybe trying to, because I can almost guarantee you this game is going to lose all popularity, even like the small shred that it has at the moment. It's going to be within the next month or two, if not sooner, especially if they keep doing things like they are doing right now. It's just it's incredible to me that the fact that they will literally block and disable comments for people that are trying to give some criticisms that are legit. I mean, there's some of them, that people that have kind of gone overboard, like with the whole you can't threaten people in any capacity. I'll just leave that part at that, because I really don't want to talk about that, because some of that was pretty gross to see. But I can understand. I mean, this is a community that these people do care about the game. I can't say I care about the game as much as some of these people, but at the same time, I do get my enjoyment from Call of Duty from time to time. However, just seeing the practices, again, Bobby Kotick, probably the most like out of touch billionaire that you'll ever see on the face of this earth. He's just laughing all the way to the bank. I had to think of the analogy there. And Joe Seasod, or Seacott, however you say your name, like Bud, you got to get your development crew in line, buddy, because if you want to see your studio close, because No studio is immune to having just the whole operation just completely shut down. Keep that in mind, sir, because if your game doesn't sell, or if a game, for whatever reason, just starts to tank, those shareholders and all those people that they're so desperately trying to impress, they really won't care if people don't want to buy your product anymore. But also, that's just going to segue right into the second leg of what we want to talk about here today. Also, this Black Ops 4 gameplay in the background, smashing them. But so this battle pass, I actually jumped back on Modern Warfare just to take a closer look at this to see like what was in it and how you even go about even getting some of this stuff without paying money. And here's the interesting thing about it. So you can either pay $150 for Season 1, quote fingers, of these brilliantly crafted transactions, COD points, reskin, weapons, blah blah blah. But I did notice something when I went over from, I got the first thing, which was like the Purist. It's like an M4 skin that adds some attachments, sure, whatever. But I noticed the thing after that was a calling card, which I had actually earned through gameplay. I played through level 1 to level 3. But then I noticed when I tried to go back to equip the player card, I wasn't able to. Why is that? Because I did not pay to officially buy the battle pass. This is a very interesting and also very sneaky little workaround that they have implemented in this game, which again, like, this is going to be the undoing when people actually, if they are paying attention to this, because I think most people already gave up on this game a month ago. It only came out in October, but this game's done. It's going to be done relatively soon. I can almost guarantee you. But the fact that you have this battle pass set up and you can grind the tiers, like, and also I also, this is the first thing that I noticed, that some things actually have the big green box that says free over it. But then you go to other parts, it says there's no cost next to it. So the way they have it set is that you can grind it out, but you don't get the reward. But you can grind it out and then pay for it and then get the reward and a whole bunch of other little like knickknacks and trinkets, which in a game where you pay like 50 to 60 bucks starting to have the chance to play through stuff and get in-game rewards, like, I don't know what these developers are thinking. It's like, aside from all the other things people are complaining about, like this one, like that's a pretty bold choice, if I say so myself. But with this one, like, my goodness, I give this at most another month before people just abandon this like they did Battleborn. And I mean, it could have been cool. It could have been cool. But this company, like, they just continue to be out of touch with the community, the people that actually do want to play this. And but also on top of all the technical and morality issues, I guess at this point, I guess greed has no bounds. And I'm glad that the first quarter of 2020 has a lot of really solid titles to play, because, man, this game's just going to get lost in the shuffle. I guarantee you that. But, yeah, that's all about that today, guys. I'll see you on the next one.